Good morning. Today I want to share Matthew 6, verse 34, which says, "So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." I know how easy it can be to worry when things aren't going well or you can't control them. You can worry about them. I know when my husband mentioned that he wanted to retire soon, I did worry. I knew, like, we do not have enough money saved up, and we get our medical coverage through his job, and I just had all this stuff I wanted to worry about, and I was like, God, you're going to work this out. I know I'm going to have to get a job, so I'm going to trust you to provide. And he provided, and I began working after 25 years of not working, and I worked there for a while with my daughter. Loved working with my daughter, but a couple months in, my daughter and I both were feeling like this. I don't think this is where God wants us. I don't know why he provided this job. He must have wanted us there for a reason, but we were both feeling like I don't know. And in April, we both were feeling like, okay, something's going to happen here. And we trusted God, and we, stopped working. And 3 days after I quit, I took that fall while out running. And I immediately realized, okay, God had prepared me that we were not going to be working. And he knew that I was going to take this fall. And I realized if I had still been working, I would not have taken the time to heal before I went back to work. I would have been jumping back into work way too soon. So I thanked God that I did not have that job, that I listened to him and obeyed his leading and was not worried when I lost my job. So my daughter needed to take time off as well to heal because she had developed tendonitis. She was ready to go back to work, had a job interview, and I went to grab my envelope full of all my paperwork, and God gently but firmly said no. And I was like, okay. So her boss actually, hired her and said, "Does your mom want to work here too?" And Sarah said, "Not yet," So I just was kind of praying and going, okay, God, I would have liked to work with my daughter again, but I trust you. And shortly after that is when I started having hip and low back pain. And I realized, okay, God, you knew this was going to happen. And if I had been working, I would not have been able to do my job, or not very well, with as much pain as I was in. And I either would have had to take time off or quit, lose my job because I couldn't do that job. So I knew he was watching over me again. Well, this week I started to realize, okay, I'm not in as much pain anymore. It's usually pretty good once I get up and moving. So I think I'm ready to go back to work. And I messaged Sarah Wednesday afternoon, telling her, let your boss know that I'm ready. Her boss was not in then. The very next morning, I had written down my prayer requests and had written out, Lord, make it clear what you want me to do about this job. And within seconds of writing that, I got an email. And normally I don't check my emails when I'm doing my devotions, but I felt like, check your emails. So I looked, and I was using Indeed.com to look for jobs. So I looked, and the very first job that was listed was a job at Sarah's place, my daughter. And I was just like, oh, wow, Lord, she's hiring. So I filled out the application, and I messaged Sarah to let her know, tell your boss I applied. And I just had such a peace. I was like, God, either you're going Either this is your confirmation that yes, you were supposed to go back to work and work with your daughter again, or she's going to hire somebody else and I'll know this is not where you want me. Either way, I'm okay. I trust you. You're in control. You know, he's always been in control. And I got a message to send my paperwork in the next day with Sarah. And I did that. And she brought it home yesterday with a note saying, please call me. I called her and I start work on Monday. So I just want to encourage you, do not worry. I know it can be easy to think, oh my goodness, Lord, you know, and we can worry. Finances, health, you know, so much. But when you trust God and just put it back in his lap and say, God, I trust you. You're in control. I know you've got this. I'm not going to worry about it. He has you and he's going to answer and it's going to be for your good. And so I hope that encourages you that whatever it is that might be causing you to worry, let it go. Give it to God. Trust him. He's got you. Have a great day.